All right, we're going to look at some backhand drives here today, and we're going to look in slow motion and look a little bit at the posture, the swing path. So you can see that I'm actually quite low. Obviously, if the ball's not coming that high off the back wall, just to get your racket underneath the ball and hit the ball again back to the back wall, you need to kind of get into that kind of posture. And getting into this kind of posture, it also you are able to kind of transfer your body weight and stay a little bit further from the ball. This is one of the common mistakes I see a lot of amateurs. They actually are standing more like this when they're hitting. And you can imagine if I'm like this, my swing path is going to be higher. I'm not actually transferring my weight into the ball, and I'm not actually able to stay far enough away from the ball. And then obviously that ends up being a pretty poor length. And the less space and the lower the ball is in the back, the more of an issue that's going to be. So that's why off-court training is such an important part, so you can get your kind of body in this kind of a posture. And you'll notice there that, my back hasn't collapsed, so I'm still, like, my core is engaged, so my back is relatively flat, even though I'm leaning out to hit the ball. And then you'll notice that, even though I'm not really trying to overhit this, there's quite a bit of torque. You can see that my shoulders have actually tilted, and that's going to help me generate some power into my shot here. And then I'm basically unwinding, and then contact's going to be by the front foot, and then open racket face, high follow through. And just because I'm solo hitting, I haven't started clearing, obviously, but I'll let you watch that one more time straight through in slow motion so you can notice all those things. So I had the foot go down just before I started my swing, so getting a bit of weight transfer into the shot. So you'll see, even though I'm solo hitting, there's that right foot's just off the ground, stepping just before I start my swing. So that's where a lot of your power comes from in squash. You have that rotation in the shoulders, but body's still parallel to the side wall, keeping the ball nice and straight. And a big part, again, if you want to get better at your drives out of the back, is going to be for the posture, to be able to get into these types of positions. Obviously, you can see why being able to do a squat, a lunge is so important in squash, even for a length out of the back where the ball is higher than it would be at the front of the court. So hope you enjoy these tips, and I'll try to find some other videos and give you some feedback for something tomorrow.